Temperatures in Kolkata are set to touch 41 degrees today, and with no rain relief in sight for West Bengal, the heat conditions are likely to continue through the weekend, with the possibility of temperatures rising further. Meanwhile, heatwave warnings have also been issued for some states in our country. For further clarity on the forecast in the coming days, we're joined by GP Sharma, President of Climate Change at Skymet. He's also the expert who always joins us with the latest updates. Sir, the Met Department has issued a heatwave warning for 4 states right now: West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. Now, how long can we expect heatwave conditions to last in these 4 states? And are any other states impacted too as far as the heatwave warning is concerned?
Yes. Firstly, many congratulations for achieving milestone of completing 20 years as a lead media channel of our country, and that's it. Okay.
Very kind.
As far as heatwave is concerned, yes, you're very right. You see, as of yesterday, there are almost about 15 states where the temperatures have crossed over to 40 or beyond, reaching even 43 degree, 42, 43 at a few places in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. That's the level. So the temperatures are spiking now. Okay, we have had a comfortable, possibly first 10-12 days of April, but this is the time now when the conditions of the heat builds up. And in the coming days, I expect this to rise further, though there has not been any heat wave reported as of now anywhere in the country, because as per the criteria, you see, heat wave is when the temperature should touch 40, that it has touched, but it should be about 4 to 5 degrees above the average temperature. That criteria is not met with, but then it is likely. Okay, the most susceptible pockets, vulnerable pockets, I will say they are parts of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, even parts of some Andhra Pradesh also are there. On the eastern side, it's heating up, like anything like states of West Bengal, Jharkhand, even for that matter, Bihar, Orissa and Chhattisgarh. There is a large belt which is coming up for increased temperatures now, and that should happen in the next few days itself. The only good news is that we will have even a rainy spell also coming up, though in a staggered manner. This all will happen in the next about 1 week itself. So that extreme heat which is building up will gradually, yes, mellow down because of this over different parts of the country. Yes.
Well, temperatures are spiking, as GP Sharma just mentioned, but no heat wave has been reported anywhere in the country as we speak right now. But the good news being that a rain spell is expected within a week. But sir, when can we expect some relief from the heat wave conditions for the 4 states that I just mentioned?
See, the rainy spell which I expect, the western disturbance, firstly, it's already there. Only the mountains, they are getting affected to start with. And that will be there for the next about 3 days. But the plains, it will trickle down to the plains also, starting with 18th or so. Between 18th and 21st of April, I expect it to start with the northern parts, even cover the central parts, and then go on to the eastern parts also later. So what will happen is the heat wave is the resultant of some accumulation of heat over a couple of days. And that spell gets interrupted with these types of wet spells only, which is expected. Okay, the next 3 days, you can expect heat. Many parts of the country in excess of 40 degrees. Many parts of Punjab, Haryana, even Delhi should touch 40 degrees, I will say, another 2 days' time. It's already in pockets, it's about 39 degrees or beyond, going to be 40 degrees and beyond, even at base observatory, which we have. And so is the case with many other places. But as I said, the only silver lining is the western disturbance, a powerful one, is coming up around 17th or so, and 18th onward, we have a relief commencing with northern parts and then traveling further and covering even central parts and the eastern parts of the country. Yes.
Right. So the next 3 days are going to be slightly dreadful with the heat conditions prevailing. We also have Soma Sen joining us from the Weather Department. Ma'am, is it going to be an unusually hot May, June and July across India this time around?
That has been the prediction. That means we shall have more frequent heat waves this summer. That is our long-range prediction.
Right. Above normal maximum temperatures also likely in some states as per the details that the weather department has shared with us. Can you tell us which states are particularly impacted as far as unusual temperatures are concerned?
When you say unusual temperatures, this is not unusual temperature.
Right.
This is 40 to 45. You expect it every summer. April, May, June. This is the period when you get high temperatures throughout the Indian plains. In fact, if you really look at it, we have not had such strong heat wave spells till now. This can be the first large-scale heat wave spell that we are now going to witness, or we've started to witness. So already Gangetic West Bengal has started to falls under the heat wave criteria. That means the maximum temperature has crossed 40 degrees and the departures are 4.5 degrees above normal. Little part of Odisha has also come into the grips. That means Baripada area that also has temperatures quite high. And entire east coast temperatures are above normal and likely to stay or increase slightly, and heat wave conditions are likely over these regions during the next at least 2 to 3 days. In isolated pockets we are also seeing, and in fact Saurashtra Kutch we are also giving heat wave. Porbandar, Keshore, these are the places where we have started to see heat wave like conditions. Porbandar is at 4.5 departure and above 40 degrees Celsius. So this is also under heat wave conditions. And if you really see, above normal maximums are also over Kerala. This is, we have not yet started to consider this as a heat wave like condition, but it is above normal and it is likely to remain so during the next 3 to 4 days.
Ma'am, thank you so much for breaking down those details for us. As we wrap, GP Sharma, I'd just like to take the last question to you. India is experiencing a shift of seasons and the symptoms are extreme weather events reported throughout the country. Now, the effects of this weather transition were felt last year as well, beginning with the Rabi wheat harvest in Punjab and Haryana. Then the heat waves and untimely rain also hampered the wheat harvest last year and created havoc in central India as well during Kharif too. My question is, can the farmers expect any respite in the coming months? What does your forecast indicate?
Not a very good news for the farmers. I won't have. You see, basically what we see in the last couple of years, as you mentioned, the human-induced climate change is adding on to what the otherwise climate change on account of global warming, which is there. We saw triple La Nina, which must have lowered the temperature to some extent, but still overall they remain globally the highest in the last about 8 years or so. So, and now this year, as we say that El Nino is coming up, it's going to be possibly a stronger event. Earlier, we expected it possibly to be a little mild, but now the latest assessments, it should be a stronger one, in which case it will further add on to the temperatures. And El Nino, it spells doesn't good for farmers of Indian region, and particularly the agri bowl of the country, northern parts, the central parts of the country. As far as the summers are concerned, before the monsoon, they become extreme in the sense temperatures shooting beyond even 45 degrees. Sometimes we have a severe heat wave conditions also coming up over that time. So the Rabi season is now coming to an end with the procurement starting, but then sooner or later, we go into Kharif now, right, which is more important. It demands more water actually. Okay. Yes. But then with the El Nino coming up, all these pockets, central pockets, northern pocket, they are not going to have a good time. I'm afraid, right, they will have to bear this fury. Yeah.
Thank you.